Hi, this is Mr. West, and today we're doing a Khan Academy tutorial on rational number word problems. This is a special request video by the Chata family. If you have your own request, leave a comment down below. We're going to go ahead and get started. This problem is a little bit more difficult than it appears. So we're going to try to find the average daily balance is the mean of the balance in the account at the end of each day in a month. The following table gives the dates and amounts of the transactions in Elliot's account in June. So we have these our starting balance, and then the deposit and withdrawal, and then there are 30 days in June. What is the average daily balance of Elliot's account for the month of June? Okay, so not the monthly. What's the average monthly? Okay, so one of the mistakes some students might make is they might just add up these numbers, okay, and then divide by 30. That's not what's happening here, okay? That you would get an answer that does not equate to what the average daily balance is, okay? So what we need to do, essentially, is we are going to take and find the average of each one of these columns, okay? So for the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. So days 1 through 9, our balance is 1,223, okay? Then for days 10 through 14, our balance is going to be the sum of these two things. Okay, so we're going to add these two things together. So we have 1,223. I'm just using a calculator here. I recommend getting a calculator for this video. I add that, and my average daily balance for this time period is 1,838. Okay, then for days 15, so now we're on day 15, through 21, our balance is going to be just 1,838 minus 63. So I'm going to subtract 63 from that. So now my balance is 1,775. And then for 22 through 30, I subtract another 120 from that. And that's going to be my average balance for those days. So I get 1,655 for those days. So now I need to know what my average daily balance is. So here's what I need. I'm going to take this and multiply it by the number of those days. I'm going to take this, multiply it by the number of those days. I'm going to take this, multiply it by the number of those days. I'm going to take this, multiply it by those days. And then I'm going to divide all of that, whatever that answer is, once I add all those sums together. So I'm going to take these sums, add them together, and then I'm going to divide by 30, and that should give me my average daily cost. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure that out. There's another way to do it where you could find like the percentage of days that have 1,223. I think that might be a little bit more complicated. This should work, so let's go ahead and try it. So we're going to have 1,223, and we have that for 9 days. Okay, so that's 9 days. I have that balance, and that was 1,223, and then I multiply it by 9 times 9, and I got 11,007 was my dollar amount there. Okay, then I'm going to get my next one. So my next one was for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9 days. 5 days. Sorry, just double checking on my fingers here. 5 days, which was this section. I take 1,838, and I'm going to multiply this by 5. 1,838, and I multiply that by 5. Okay, and I get times 5, and I get 9,190. Okay, now I'm moving off to my days where the total goes down. Okay, so we had withdrawal, so it went down slightly. So now I have for 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, that's 7 days. Okay, I had 1,775, and I'll multiply that by 7, 1,775, I multiply that by 7, and I get 12,425. And then I have 1,655, and that's for 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's a total of 9 days also. And that's 1,655. Let me erase that. 1,655 times 9. 1,655 times 9 Now you get 14,895. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I'm going to add up all these big ones here, all these big days, and then I'm going to divide by 30 at the bottom. Okay, and that should do it. Now I just want to double check something. I want to double check that these days add up to 30. So I have 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 9 is 30. So that does work out. I was a little worried that my calculations were a little off. So we're going to add up these days next, all these amounts, total amounts. So we're going to do 11,007 plus 9,190. These problems are tough for the mere fact that there's a lot that can go wrong in each problem, and it could be a little small mistake. So just make sure you're really writing everything down. I would not recommend trying to do this in your head, and then I would definitely recommend a graphing calculator so you can see the things that you add in each time. Okay, so I added all these together like I said I was going to do, and I got 47,517, and then I'm going to divide this by 30. So divide by 30. That should give me my average daily amount, and I get 1,583.9, which seems good, okay? Because after this deposit, that my balance was pretty high for most of it, and then I ended up with a $1,655 balance. So that should be pretty good, okay? There was 9 days with a low balance, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1,583.9. 1,583.9, and let's check it. Boom, got it. Okay, so each problem is a little bit different. That was kind of its own problem. Now we're moving on to something much more different. Okay, Kirsten runs a website that helps people learn programming. Every month, Kirsten receives a subscription fee of $10 a month, a fee of $10 from each of the subscribers to her website. Last month, the website had 100 subscribers. This month, 30 new members joined the website and 10 members canceled their subscription. How much money will Kirsten's online business earn this month? Okay, so every month receives a $10 business per subscriber. Okay, so it's $10 per sub. We'll call it sub. Last month, the website had 100 subs. Okay, so we had 100. This is last month. So month minus 1, I guess you could call it. So we had 100 subs, okay? This month, 30 new members joined the website and 10 members canceled their subscription, okay? So this month, the thing I'm kind of worried about is if they canceled, did they cancel at the start of the month or the end of the month? Okay, so every month each receives a subscription fee from each to the website. Okay, so I'm honestly scared to do this just because I'm not sure if it's at the beginning or end. So what happened is we got 30 new, but then we lost 10. So that should add up to 120 subs this time around. It seems a little too simple, though, based on what we're going for. So join the website, 10 members canceled. So $10 per person. We just added 10. It should be $1,200 just based on some of this simple math. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay, and we got it. It was that simple. All right, so kind of crazy how we went from something so tough to something so easy. All right, moving on to number 3. Adriano runs a website that helps writers write better stories. Every month, Adriano receives a subscription fee of $5 from each of the subscribers to his website. The website had 200 subscribers last month. This month, 40 new members joined the website and 10 members canceled their subscription. How much money will Adriano's online business earn this month? So we kind of lucked out with another easier problem. So we got $5 per sub. Very similar to the last problem, I'm guessing. So last month we had 200 subs. Okay, so last month we had 200 subs. And then you'll notice that as I'm doing these problems, I'm really just trying to organize the information first, okay? This month, so this is this month, we had 40 new members, but then we also lost 10 that canceled. So that would be a sum of 30 that we're actually getting. So we have 230 times $5 per sub. Okay, that was that. That's a 5. Okay, sorry, a little messy. So we're just going to do 230 times 5, and that should tell us what we get. 1,150. Let's try it. 1,150. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake. It's always a little scary. Alice's backyard has, this is the last one, has a 6.25 by 6.25 patio. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write that in before I forget. So we got a 6.25 by 6.25, and that's here to here and here to here. Drawing a picture always helps. She would like to build a 1.5 meter wide extension around 3 sides of the patio, as the figure shows. Okay, so that's 1.5 meters. Let's go ahead and show that in red. So this is 1.5 here, then 1.5 here, and then 1.5 here. I'm going to go ahead and do the totals just because I think we're going to need it. Okay, so in total, if we're doing adding 1.5 to 1.5 to each side, that's an adding of 3. That should be 9.25 for these sides. And then for this side, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, it's just going to be 1.5 plus 6.25. That gives me 7.75. Okay, and there we go. Those are basically all the sides that we need because it's a rectangle. She will buy 0.25 meter by 0.25 meter tiles that come 25 to a package. Okay, so there's some information we have there. I'm going to break that down in just a second. So 0.25 by 0.25 tiles that come 25 to a package. All right, how many packages does Alice need to buy? To build the extension. Okay, so here's what we need to know first. We need to know the area of the extension. So the area of the extension is going to be this shaded region here. I'm glad we put those units to start, because to find the shaded region, what we're going to do is we need to take the area of the big minus the area of the small. Okay, I can call that, I'm just going to say the small, and that will give us the area of the shaded. Okay, area of the shaded region. I'm just going to write shaded. Okay, so the equation looks like this. We take the area of the big one, we minus the area of the small one, and that will give us the area of the shaded region. Once we have the area of the shaded region, we can proceed from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure this out. So the area formula is just going to be the length times the width. So we have 9.25 times 7.75. Okay, that's for the area of the big one. And then for the small one, it's just going to be 6.25 times 6.25. Okay, so we have 9.25. I'm going to go ahead and do this area of the big first, times 7.75. Okay, so, this is an ugly number, but we got to roll with it. We have 71.6875. And then for the small one, we got 6.25 essentially squared, or just times itself. And we get another 39.0625. Okay, we need to subtract these two, and that's going to give us the area of the shaded. So let me go ahead and do that. Luckily, I have it stored on my calculator. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, I recommend graphing calculators. And we get for our area after that subtraction, we get 32.625. Okay, so 32.625 is our area in meters, so meters squared. Okay, so here's what we got. They'll buy 0.25 by 0.25 meter tiles that come 25 to a package. What I want to do right now is I want to find the area of a package. Okay, so the area of a package is going to be 0.25 times 0.25, and then we're going to times that by 25 total tiles. So 0.25 essentially squared. After I do that, okay, so that's 0.625, but then I multiply that by 25 per package. Oh, that's wrong. I forgot the 0 in there. So really this was 0.0625. Okay, just so you're not looking at this and wondering where I got the answer from. Okay, and once I do this, I get area of a package is 1.5625 meters squared. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I just take my amount of the shaded region of that extension, so 32.625 meters squared, and I divide it by the amount per package. So the area per package is 1.5625, and that should give you my answer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and punch that in. I got 32.625 divided by 1.5625, and that gives me 20.88. You're never going to buy a fraction of a package, so what we're going to do is we're just going to round this up to 21 packages, and that will do it, okay? We just need 21 packages. Hope it's not asking for a decimal. That wouldn't make sense to me, but we got it. Okay, so there's our Khan Academy, rational number word problems. What I like about it is it's real world oriented, so a lot of these situations are something you actually have to do. Again, if you need more help, leave a comment. I have tons of different playlists and other videos. Make sure to check those out, and I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.